Still Pinder. Oh, ball is loose. The Giants have it. Scott Eaton's on the football.
That's a pretty good hitting going on there, I'll tell you.
Jimmy Files knocked it loose, and Scott Eaton covered it.
Well, hello. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to check out this video, and welcome to the Gridiron. And in my little continuing series here of possible draft selections for the Giants for the upcoming draft at the number 11 spot. This one's a little questionable, but Azeez Ojulari, hope I pronounced that correctly, be like an outside linebacker. I've seen him in a couple couple mock drafts where the Giants would take him. Although two of the ones that I did see were where the Giants traded back and picked him at a later pick. The last one that I saw was, I did see the Bears trading up to take Mac Jones, the quarterback from Alabama. We dropped back to I think it's like number 20, and we picked him there. I did remember seeing another mock draft. Somebody had a trading with the Patriots, and we picked him there. If you went back a couple months ago, and looked at like mock drafts and all, I really don't remember seeing too much of Azeez, pretty much anywhere in the first round. But as time goes by, I've seen him kind of creeping up a little bit more on the draft boards. If you watched my video yesterday with Micah Parsons, thank you very much. And I just explained it, the Giants since 1936, when the draft first started, we've only selected 4 linebackers, period, in the first round. Okay, so this, the last one was 1984 with Carl Banks. So it's been this will be 37 years since we've last selected a linebacker. And this would be pretty much the only other one I could possibly see as far as linebackers, us taking at 11. I think would be a little bit of a stretch, but maybe if we traded back, maybe possibly, a linebacker / edge rusher. Now that would help bolster the platoon of guys that we have with Coughlin, Carter, if he can stay healthy, the X-Man. So, would help. He's only 20 years old. He's only played 2 seasons. So he's a baby. He's a baby. I think he's had 23 starts. In his 23 starts, he had 15 and a half sacks. Not bad. I believe he's had like 5, in his 23 starts, like 5 forced fumbles, 2 passes defensed. But last year, he played in 10 games. He had 9 and a half sacks. Not too bad. He had 4 forced fumbles last year. Not bad for 10 games. And 2 passes defensed. The Giants' director of college scouting, Chris Pettit, was there on hand for the Georgia Pro Day. Now, obviously, there were quite a few players that, it just wasn't Azeez who they were watching. There was a couple other guys who they had their eyes on. There was one of the cornerbacks, I think, ran a 4.2 something, 40. I mean, whoo, that'll open some eyes. But they're on hand to watch him. Now, I've seen him anywhere from 6'2" to 6'3", anywhere 6'2 and a quarter, anywhere from like 240 to 249 pounds. He ran a 4.6 40, did 28 on the bench press. Not bad. A couple, he's only had 2 years experience. Okay. He's played on the both sides, the right and the left side. He's played 2-point stance. He's played in a 3-point stance. He's, so he's scheme versatile, which is good with us, with Patrick Graham. I said he's only played 23 games. He only played 2 seasons. He's got a lot to learn. The athletic, the ability, the strength, it's there. He does have a few weaknesses, One of them would have to be, in 2018 had an ACL tear, but he's played 2 years since then with some pretty good production. So hopefully the ACL tear is not much to worry about. He can go into coverage. He can cover tight ends. He couldn't cover running backs now, and he can cover in space. Apparently, if you're asking him to cover like an elite running back or an elite tight end, you might have some problems. One of the other problems he has sometimes is shedding blocks. Like if somebody locks onto him, he has a hard time breaking free. But as I said, the athleticism is there. There's talent there. He needs to be refined, especially if you can put him in our system like with Patrick Graham. Patrick Graham, just sees what his strengths are. He's not going to have him do anything he can't do. So he'll put him in there and use him to his strength. As time goes by, once he starts getting some experience, some knowledge, the game starts coming to him. Game starts slowing down. He starts seeing things differently. He's only going to get better and better. So you figure that with this year he only played 10 games, had 9.5 sacks, not too bad. One of the things he's very, from his waist on down, as far as turning the corner, very athletic, very, very, so that's good. I said there's not many linebackers. Just right up linebackers in the first round. I see that. Micah Parsons, who I talked about yesterday, and Azeez would be the other. Now let's not forget that Dave Gettleman, has drafted 4 Georgia Bulldogs since he's been here. 2 of them have been in the first round. We got Andrew Thomas. We got DeAndre Baker. Got Lorenzo Carter. Now, if that guy could stay healthy, I'm very anxious. I hope he can stay healthy. That make or break year for him. What can you do? Especially if you can stay healthy. Especially in this system. Patrick Graham. If you can stay healthy, Patrick Graham's going to do nothing but set you up to perform your best. And if he can stay healthy, I'm so anxious to see what he can possibly do. And then, of course, the last one was we drafted him in the first round, Georgia Bulldogs, and we also drafted the last pick, Mr. Irrelevant, Tay Crowder. Had a very, very good year for us. And 2 thumbs up to Tay. He bought his mom a black Mercedes-Benz, brand new one, when she needed a car. So 2 thumbs up to him. And let's not forget, it was his fumble recovery, ran back for a touchdown that helped us beat that Washington football team, 20-19, I believe the score was. So if it wasn't for that fumble recovery, run back for a touchdown, we may not have beat those guys. So 2 thumbs up to him. Picking this guy, as I said, I've seen as time goes by, Azeez starts creeping up more and more in mock drafts that I've seen. I think it would be a stretch for us to take him at number 11. I don't think he'll be there. I don't think it's somebody that we're going to want to take him. So maybe if we do trade back, maybe somebody to think about. There's too much talent early on at a number 11. Even if the wide receivers go and Pitts goes, I think there'd be somebody else there that we will take instead of him. But who knows? I mean, Dave Gettleman, like them Georgia Bulldogs, maybe maybe he's going to pick another one this year. But if we get him, it'll certainly help with the edge rush, without question. I wouldn't take him, but we'll see. Stranger things have happened. Well, as always, people, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to check out this video. You guys stay safe out there and go Giants! Woo!